there guys, my name is Blake, also known as Nerd, and has it really been 5 years of Minute 39? The reason I said it is because it just felt like yesterday that I did Future Tone, and now we're here, 5 years later, still making episodes of this. Pretty slow, but pretty crazy at the same time, right? I know we haven't had a Minute 39 episode in a hot minute, and I do apologize for that, but I wanted to prepare for this, and life stuff also come up as well, like work and whatnot. But again, I did want to make sure I made this video as special as possible, considering the fact that it's been 5 years. That's still crazy to think about. So what I'm doing for this special, if you remember the 100th episode of Minute 39, I basically took some of my favorite requests from the past 100 episodes and made a video of it. However, I'm going to do it with the first request of every game we've covered in this series so far. In order, that is DIVA X, Future Tone, Mirai DX, Mega Mix, and F second. But there is going to be 6 requests. I won't say what the 6th request is. You're going to have to tune in to find out what it is. Unless you're not watching this during the premiere, in which case you probably might skip around the timestamps to see what it is. I mean, I personally wouldn't do it, but I don't know, maybe you might want to do it. I wouldn't recommend it, but you know what? You do you. I'm not in charge of you. Hopefully I explained all that well, because sometimes I don't really do that. But let's begin our quest through the past with the very first request of Minute 39. So let's go back in time. Let's go back to 2016, when the series first began and our very first request was given to us. In Project DIVA X, we were requested to do the beginning medley on hard difficulty with Miku in the Orbit module. A very fitting song for a very fitting beginning to the series. Did anyone else expect a new module? Cause I certainly wasn't, and I was using the old file that I used for the playthrough before Mini 39 even began, so that honestly was impressive. And actually, this request, the more I think of it and the more I look at it, I realized this was actually the perfect start to the whole series. Not only was the title called Beginning Medley, literally because we were beginning Mini 39, but the songs chosen in that medley just really fits the beginning aspect of not only the game that we played, which is DIVA X, but also the series as a whole. And honestly, I could not think of a better beginning. Let's fast forward to the 8th episode of the series, where Future Tone was just around the corner and everyone was going crazy requesting songs from the game. Of course, I did a song already in the 7th episode, but that was just me playing it, but we didn't get an actual request for it until this specific episode. Now, I'm pretty sure most of y'all are familiar with the name that requested this, but this person requested Out of the Gravity on the hard difficulty with Miku in anything that suits my boat. And since there's playing the prelude for the 8th episode again, I really didn't have that many options. And since then, a lot of DLC has been added into Future Tone. So I figured, why not take this request and remake a module that I really like? And while I'm at it, let me do this on Extreme, since I've actually learned to embrace Extreme over the years. I would have never done anything like this in the past. Of course I missed the perfect by one note. It feels like I'm the king of missing perfect by a few notes, or did I just now give myself the self-title? I think I just did that. It's okay though. The purpose of the 5-year episode wasn't to get perfects on all the songs that I've done before. It's to show how much I improved over the years, and to be honest, I'm super proud of myself because, again, 5 years ago, I would have not even touched Extreme unless I was forced to. Nowadays, unless it's 9-star or 10-star, I'll try out that song in Extreme, and heck, even Extra Extreme, so I'm pretty proud of myself for that one. The 47th episode of the series marks something very interesting, because while the vast majority of that episode was focused on Future Tone, just like every other episode since episode 8, this was the first episode that someone requested a song to be played in Project Mirai DX. Well, not really a request, just a challenge for us to beat their score, which, to be fair, was actually pretty easy to beat. So the person who requested this has since been banned from making requests on Monday through 9. In fact, she's only one of 2 people to actually be banned, which is a pretty good track record. So I will have to censor her name as well as her location, since I know a lot of you won't do this, but there might be a few of you that might consider targeting her. Please don't do that. Please don't harass anyone. It's really not appreciated. But getting back to the requests, since I didn't have any capture devices at the time, I had to use my iPhone to record this segment. But since then, I've managed to get myself a capture device for the 3DS, so let's do this over, but in higher quality. That's twice in a row now. I almost had perfect. But unlike the last one, I actually did perfect in my own time, so it doesn't really matter now, does it? The 101st episode of Minute 39 was actually really something special. For better and for worse. For better because it was actually the release of a brand new game exclusively on Nintendo Switch, Project DIVA Megamix. And believe it or not, this game alone increased the popularity of the series, especially when it was released outside of Japan back in May, which is amazing. And if you're wondering about for the worst part, this existed. I made a terrible monster. And hey, you guys remember Xeno, right? He was in the Future Tone portion of this episode, and here he is in the Megamix portion of the episode because he made another request, but this time as a Patreon. He requested Tio on either Hard or Extreme with Len in the receiver module with the eraser hairstyle, and nothing really specified for the second one, so I just went with Luka. In the original episode, I played Megamix in Japanese because I actually played this when it came out in Japan. And for nostalgia's sake, I decided to do it again. Which meant I had to go through Google and all that to make sure I had all the proper modules. Man, I don't miss those times. But I really miss the sand shirt that I made, so I'm super glad I played the Japanese one. Actually, now that I think about it, I should have used that for Luka. Frick! Oh well, I had to keep it original at least. You wanna know what the sad part about this is? I actually stressed out over this song. You heard right, for the first time in ages, I stressed out over a hard difficulty song. But to be fair, when I record this, it was a while since I last played any Project DIVA game, so that was all in fairness. And to give you guys a little behind the scenes of this particular request, this took me over 16 minutes just to get a score that I was comfortable with. Normally, that takes me only like maybe 2 or 5 minutes at the most to do that. Oh my goodness, that was painful, but it was worth it. At least the good news about Post Rain, you guys don't get to hear my stress. You get to hear my thoughts on it, which was, why did it take me so long to do that? And on the 131st episode, we were given our very first request for a game that was kind of overdue and also one of our oldest in the series, Project DIVA F2. And Shadow Lugia 250 at the time requested two-sided levers on either hard or above with two Mikus, both in the regret modules. And I didn't read this until now, apparently accessories could have been added. I don't remember if I did that or not, and if I didn't, then this is accurate. If not, oops. Also, I added a skin that is also going to appear in this one, so that was just random luck that I guessed it correctly, but you're going to see it's completely almost accurate to the original. At least I hope I didn't put accessories now that I think about it. So I really have nothing more to add with this request other than it was fun to go back and play this, even after like, what, more than 10 episodes later? But what I wanted to say was, this is all of the requests from all 5 of the games. And I did mention earlier that there was going to be 6 requests. So you might be asking yourself, or even asking me, what's the 6th request? What could you do to possibly top all this off for your 5-year anniversary? And to answer that, we need to go back to the origins. Not of Minute 39, but of Project DIVA as a whole. Remember the PSP? So, I bet you guys weren't expecting Project DIVA Extend on here. That surprised a lot of you. But yeah, I actually have access to all the Project DIVA games on the PSP through a legit PSP. I also have it on an emulator, so in future episodes, if the PSP games are requested, I do have it in higher quality. I just want to show you guys this on an actual PSP that has a little capture device. I'll explain that when the time comes, but let's jump into the final request. And no one in particular has made a request for Project DIVA Extend, so I want to actually be the first one to actually make a request for this specific game. You guys can send the request, but in case you guys want me to go over it, it is basically Luka Night Fever on the hard difficulty with, of course, Luka. And I don't really know if I specified a module because I typed it up in 1.9 and I actually don't remember if I did or not. You guys will see on screen. But the main reason I have chosen Luka Night Fever is because it is actually the theme song, or at least the instrumental of it is the theme song of the wheel portion of Minute 39. I did a recording where I was trying to figure out what I named the wheel, but normally I just call it the wheel. Maybe I did at some point call it like the Wheel of Chances or something like that. Maybe that was the title. I can't even remember. I think it was like Wheel of Chances or like Wheel of Challenges. That's what it was! Wheel of Challenges! Oh my gosh, and of course it takes me like 5 takes to actually remember the full name. I am so disappointed in myself. But yeah, as you can see, I have the hard difficulty unlocked, and it's a 7-star. That's interesting. I've never done this before, so this will be quite a challenge. Also, yeah, there's no extreme, there is hard. I don't know there's actually an extreme. If anyone has played Project DIVA Extend, let me know if there's also extreme, or that wasn't until like much later on. Or actually I could figure this out after I play this song. I'm so glad I'm live narrating this part because this is honestly kind of exciting. Speaking of exciting, this is probably your millionth time hearing this in the series, or if you're new, this is your first time watching a Minute 39 episodes. Well, congratulations, and I appreciate you being here for the. Ooh, also, yeah, this is pretty loud, but I appreciate you being here for the 5-year anniversary video. If this is your first one, it really means a lot. Anyways, let's dive on in, shall we? So, about me doing this on the hard difficulty. I played this on hard, and then I was curious, and I decided to play the extreme version of this song. I think you guys should see the results of extreme. Just trust me. Okay, I'm gonna have to like censor this, but holy sh**, that was actually fun. Why was that so fun? Okay, I didn't do as well as I thought I was going to. I got probably great on this one. Let's see. Yeah, about a great. Not excellent, but a great still. Oh my gosh, though, that was super fun. I may have to actually put in the extreme version instead of the hard one. I know I requested hard, but I probably should have put in extreme. That was actually seriously a blast. They made extreme so much fun in this game. I kind of wish they did with the other ones. There were so many things I was not expecting. And keep in mind, this is my first time playing an extreme song in any of the PSP Project Diva games. Well, as far as the ones that actually have it, I know the original one did not have extreme. I think Second had it, and I know definitely Extend has it. Oh my gosh, that was the most fun I had. I was expecting towards the end to have those like triple notes or the close notes like in different places. That really threw me for a loop. I love the extreme chart for this one. I think, if I'm gonna be honest, this might be my favorite extreme chart for Luka Luka Night Fever out of all of them. And yes, even the Future Tones version. That is a close second place compared to this. Oh my gosh, this is an actual blast. I am so glad I decided to play extreme. So, I guess I gotta thank Past Self for that lovely request. That was actually really fun. That really was. Also, Tedo's not there. I just realized that. Was Tedo not in the original PS? I'm pretty sure she was in the original PSP games, right? Again, for those of you who played Extend, because I haven't played it for that long, you guys can let me know. But that was I enjoyed that a lot. I really did. Okay, something weird happened while we were doing all that. I changed camera position, so you guys are seeing the board a little bit closer. You guys are seeing the Miku thing right now and probably a few photos, but that's about it, right? So, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this special episode of Minute 39. It's seriously crazy to me that this series has gone on for as long as it has. 5 years for any series of mine is beyond what I thought I could do with any series. And here I was just doing this series because I wanted to continue Project Diva stuff for people who wanted to see more Project Diva content after my initial DIVA X playthrough. And it turned into probably one of the staples of my channel, which is amazing to think about. And before this series, I had a series called Flint Note Fridays, and I thought that was going to be the staple, and I thought that was going to be a long-running one, but Flint Note Studios shut down, and I decided to do this off the whim. And this really paid off. It has more episodes than Flint Note Fridays. And with it, the journey and meeting so many people was amazing. Being able to collab with a couple people and seeing some new faces for requests and old ones getting better and better, and even improving myself in the Project Diva series. I think those are great things about the series, and I am super glad it stuck around for all these years. And even if this series has died down in terms of quality and views and constant uploads, I still, in my heart, even though I have to dig deep, I still enjoy making this because I know it's for you guys. And you guys love when I do these requests, whether it's with great costume choices or it's the weirdest things that make me question and raise eyebrows. I love the series because of it. It's so unique. And that is because you guys make it unique. If it wasn't for you guys requesting, I don't think the series would have continued on to like, what, almost the 150th episode? How far are we from the 150th episode, actually? I don't even know. That's really crazy to think about. Truly, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for continuing this series. I love you guys. That was a weird heart. Here's a better one. It's a little weird, but I hope it works. So let me talk about the continuation of the series. I still plan on continuing the series as it is, but you guys might have noticed I have not been uploading as many episodes as I'd like to. The time I'm recording all this, I'm currently living with someone else, and I also just got a real life job, which means a lot more time is going to be focused on that, but I still want to try to focus on Minute 39. Even if that means there's only going to be like maybe one episode every other week or every 3 weeks, I'm still going to dedicate myself to it. And I want to reach 150 episodes before I decide whether I want to continue it or not. Because doing a series like this for 5 years, while it is amazing, can also be really easy to get burned out of. And I do want to try to make unique spins on this series, but also try to do different kinds of Project DIVA content for you guys as well. Primarily the ones you've seen with Project Sekai and F2nd and F before I uploaded this from Minute 39. You know, the cut videos where I just talk a bit and just make funny jokes and cut to those moments and include memes on there. Those I enjoy making, and I try to put that into Minute 39 as well, even though that series is primarily on you guys. With that said, I hope you still continue to support this series through the 150th episode, and even if I decide to stop there, just know I really appreciate you guys being there throughout the whole series' life. It has been truly a blessing in the journey. Thank you guys once again for watching this episode, and hope to see you guys in the next one, where I still hope you can enjoy the next. Do remember to take care.